You're watching PTV.
Other guests.
Okay, here we are. We're testing
You are
right
on
now.
the air.
Everything's okay? So far, there are no comments because this is an unannounced video.
Yeah.
I will take it down as soon as we're done with this test. It won't be in our archive.
Does this shoot out to people on the Twitter or the Insta book?
No, it does not. But we're just waiting for anyone to join.
But if you're YouTube, they will show that we just went live.
Yeah.
How do people know?
No one knows that we're here.
No one knows that we're live yet. Oh, there's someone. Oh, there we are.
Oh, thank you, Mar.
Hello, Mar. Thank you. And Carlos, thank you so much. We're testing our software. Last night we had some glitchy issues. We wanted to test the camera that I'm on right now. We actually swapped out that webcam.
Dougie's in his snuggie. So I'm sitting on my guy. Okay, hi, Margie.
Okay, Margie and Francisco. And,
oh my God, that really
and it's Nebel. Hello, Nebel. Welcome from France.
Hey.
Hope everything's okay out that way. We are testing this new software, a new version of the software. I want to make sure that a bumper works. So if I could play the ID one more time, just so that you could see it. Let's make sure that everyone sees it and hears it.
You're watching PTV.
Okay, that all worked?
Is Ben echoing? Am I echoing? And is Arnie flickering?
Yeah.
Remember we were having all those issues last night?
By the way, let's see if I have a sound effect here. I think I do. Samantha, happy birthday. It is so good that you joined us.
I mean, yeah, to the bottom of our heart, we're happy birthday. I'm glad we got to see this. Do it live. I mean, we're like super live here.
Oh, fantastic. No echo, no flicker. Let me change the size of this. I want to make sure that's a little bigger.
On the blog.
Thank you so much for letting us know. I've got silver ears on the top of my head.
Yes,
Are
you do.
those from the Year of a Million Churros event?
No, it's I think it's the 65th anniversary of Disneyland hat that I've got up there.
Oh, the diamond one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Dougism is working.
No, it's not a ism. It's a real thing. I like my snuggie.
No, I think she was referring to the Year of a Million Churros.
Oh, Year of the Million Churros was a thing.
Oh no, Dougie's in a snuggie.
Yes. Hey, this thing's great. You have a blanket with sleeves.
Oh, I know.
Warmy.
I'll quote Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory. Oh, that's clever.
It's clever. This thing's is it that cold? No, it's just I like being
Doug likes to be
cozy.
snug.
It's easier to stay warm than it is to keep cool. I'm not a summer person. I don't do heat. I just
It's true. It's true.
It's 54 degrees, and we had almost a quarter of an inch of rain overnight.
Yeah, that's true. Fortunately, we had enough of a dry-up period where none of the water that's coming in is bothering me in the basement. Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Neville says we're hiding Doug with comments.
Yes, you are. See, I can't. I'm covered. See,
Well,
you can see my mouth. See,
that's because,
normally
Doug,
where I'm sitting right there
You are
would
all
be
the way
the
down
Christmas
here.
tree.
Yeah.
You are all the way down at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
So
That would be a
look.
Christmas tree.
Well, what I can do is I can change it so that it's not quite that way. In fact, that's probably better. Let me go ahead and let's adjust that now.
I just want it to be head.
There we go.
I should move my camera, but then you see part of my breast. I want to see that.
Carlos, where are you that it was -6 yesterday?
Oh, it's in the New England states. It was like 108, negative 108, like in one of the top of the mountains.
Oh my gosh, that's
It was
cold.
bad. It's
Yeah.
super cold back east.
Yeah, very cold.
It's like hella cold.
Well, this seems to be working. Everything seems to be okay.
Cool. I don't see you flickering.
Okay, has anyone
Rhode Island?
Gosh.
Yeah, Rhode Island. Yeah.
-6.
Oh, you guys want to see my mug?
And here's mine.
We call him
I
Doug's
don't have a
mug.
mug. I was folding laundry when Arnie pulled me into our test.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the wind chill is negative 35.
Yeah,
You know what? I
it's
have a friend
bad.
in New Jersey that was saying the wind chill was like negative 12 yesterday, and he said it was very, very cold.
Was he at, was he's the one that works at Trader Joe's, right?
Yes, yes.
Was
Ooh,
he
the winter
at work?
blankets.
He was at work, yeah.
Oh my gosh, how do people shop in that weather? Carlos, how do you do it?
I don't know how they do it.
Oh.
I mean, it goes down to 40 around here and people stay in their homes.
Yeah, isn't this an awesome mug, Carlos? I love this thing. It's just, please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 71 in Orlando. Thank you, R. Johns.
Oh, okay. That's much better. But of course, it's Sam's birthday, so the weather should be good.
So is Samantha here? We can just sing her happy birthday real quick, privately, and for the rest of the world, so she knows.
You know, I wish we could do that, but when all three of us try to sing at the same time, it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It's something that we have to record and then play.
Yeah.
But you know, we love recording video and playing it during our show, so. Oh, Carlos, you work outdoors. Oh my goodness. I think I want that blue a little darker. What do you think?
It needs to be a little more pungent. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you make it darker?
Yeah, I can. Let me change that background.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for putting up with us, and while we work out all the glitches here, because we want our actual live show to be just right, so we can bring you the best product that we're capable of producing.
We're not NBC, but they act like
I say that very lightly.
CBS.
It's probably a good thing Sherry isn't with us, because I'd probably be getting hit a lot today.
Probably.
She's with her grand, so she's probably happy as a clam.
Yeah, well, her son was preaching at church today, so that there was a bonus in them going up to go see them this weekend.
I guess, you know, she gets to kind of have a pseudo late birthday with one of the grands, and then early Valentine. God forbid it's been a little over a month.
Okay, see what you think. Is that blue better? Yeah, that's much better.
It's noticeably darker.
Hey, look.
Yeah, the Poly Bungalow. I think the Polynesian out of all the resorts are the best. That because there's the old school resorts and then there's the newer ones. If you add them all, if you take them, this is my personally, Animal Kingdom Lodge is by far the best. And then if you go to the older ones, I think the Polynesian's the best.
But you know, if you're going to if you're going to be at the Polynesian and you have a bungalow, there is no reason to go to one of the theme parks, because those bungalows are so nice. You just want to stay there and hang out. It's kind of like what we did when we were in the suite at the Grand Californian.
Yeah,
we hung out in the room. It was beautiful.
We were planning our big trip, you know, the whole 50th anniversary, there's all the 20th anniversaries and all this other kind of anniversaries. We were going to do it where we were going to be done, and our last night was just going to be chilling 24 hours and never leave the resort.
Okay, so Mike Wheeler's comment says, can't wait for tomorrow. Supposed to be a beautiful day at Epcot. Can't wait for tomorrow. Supposed to be a beautiful day at Epcot. To which Mar responded, Mikey is having a groundhog moment.
Yeah, I think he's having a recording moment.
That's very cute. Very cute. Appreciate that. Okay. I think that's enough of our test.
I think we
it's
really
all working.
did do enough, everybody. It's almost 11 o'clock here in California Landia. And I should probably get dressed. I have to take care of my morning ablutions.
Yes, that worked.
Again, ablutions.
Yes, it's my morning ablutions. I haven't done any of that. So we got to figure out what we're going to do today. We got a few more.
We know what we're going to do. I've got to finish setting up the show for tomorrow night. We're going to be broadcasting at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Lunch today? That's a good question, Carlos. I know for us, we have to run to the grocery store to pick up a couple of things because we want to have some chicken wraps. But we need to have almonds, sliced almonds or slivered almonds. And we need, what else was it, Doug?
Celery.
Celery. That's it, celery.
I may go do an In-N-Out run for lunch for me and Mom.
Oh, Mama love that.
Yeah, I think so. I'll get her a strawberry shake.
ISO need to fix this stupid. Oh.
It's an iOS bug. Oh, Mike, I am so sorry about that. Did you notice that the little blue wrench is next to his name now?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did
so
notice.
now we can see in the chat who is one of our moderators.
That's great.
I
Yeah.
love it. The best monitor we have is blind. You know, people who can see can't even do as good as he can do it.
Oh,
Mike,
yeah.
is
That's sad.
Mike is like the moderator savant. I mean, he is like
I
the
mean,
best.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like people who have all their faculties do a horrible job, and then people who have like can't really see that well or can't hear or do that, they do better work than people that can actually do stuff.
Ben,
Mike,
Mikey wants a double animal style.
Yeah,
You know what I had?
Paul, indeed, it is working.
It's working. He's not flickering. And
My camera's not flickering. Ben
I'm in my Snuggie.
Ben can see the interview the way it's supposed to be. It was a setting on our end that we just found. Doug again found that one. So Doug is just so techie for us.
And we're just doing some minor tweaks to make the show look good. Because
this is a test.
The look is half the battle for us. We can bring content to you that is as crappy as it is, but if it looks good, it's even better.
Yeah.
So it's very irritating when people flicker, or there's live streams where people are on Wi-Fi and their screens. I'm done. I will click on and watch something else.
For me on this end, it was a matter of the camera. The camera we've been using for a couple of years did not like Ecamm version 4. It was flickering. It could be that a combination with our new computer. So, but the new one.
Carlos wants to go to In-N-Out Burger. There's nothing.
Okay, so In-N-Out, I did a special order. It's one of those secret menus. It's called Onions Every Way. And I had grilled onions, a whole grilled onion, raw onion, and I had like 5 different types of onions on my burger.
Oh my gosh, how was that?
It was delicious. So they say it was called Onions Every Way, or how do you tell them?
I think it's that way. Onions Every Way.
Onions Every Way, and they'll say, okay, it has to be on a double, and they put onions on every layer. There's 4 types of onions.
Okay, so Carlos says that it's 100 times better now than it was last night.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
It's great feedback. Thank you.
The camera was sucked. It was a whole thing, and
we can all hear sound effects.
Now, Arnie, is this? Yeah.
Okay.
Heard that.
Is this camera in the hub, or is this camera up the computer's butt?
This is.
Oh God.
It's plugged directly into the computer.
Can you plug it in the hub to see if we have any problems?
Yeah, let me do that. My camera is going to disappear for just a second.
Yeah, you can still hear Arnie.
Please stand by.
Okay, now we'll test that and see how it works. Okay,
Because
great. Let me see.
If it doesn't glitch, then
Do you hear this? You hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, great.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Good. The chime and Dougism, yes. So no flicker yet. We'll stay here on for a couple more minutes, and then make sure that's not flickering, and then we'll be good.
Is Paul rewatching the chocolate movie again tonight before tomorrow?
I don't know, but we might rewatch it.
I think I might. I think I might, because it wasn't chocolatey enough for me. I mean,
what do you mean it wasn't chocolate? They had total scenes of people eating candy.
no,
and
I
making
wanted the whole
chocolate.
cooking it, and it was just they had the one scene.
I want to say, here's Noah, our resident mopey kid from Hallmark Channel. Noah, I mean that with love.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think I will, but I don't think it's gonna help. I just, to be honest with you, was not. It's not that it wasn't engaging. It wasn't chocolatey enough. It was weird. It was just drawn out, and it was slow. I mean, at least the actors were not horrible.
No, and as a matter of fact, he was downright charming. A little
yeah.
smarmy in the beginning, but you saw that
Oh yeah, the
facade
Lego hair was
melted.
driving me crazy.
Yeah, I think it was part of his character, though.
Oh, the Lego hair?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, when you get old, you get my kind of hair. You're right, Doug. I need to see the chocolate all over the marble being made. None of this is just. Yeah, it was just the one scene of her talking about chocolate and playing with chocolate. It was just people kind of eating it, and it was almost on being like the carousel. There was one scene
Yeah.
about chocolate.
Nebel, let me show you what we did last night. I set this screen up already for tomorrow night's show.
Lego
It is
hair.
sweeter
Okay,
than chocolate.
Lego hair is when the Lego man, you get the piece that snap onto the Lego man. Some people have Lego hair. It looks like they just took a piece took their hair and snapped it on their head.
Actually, let me go show you a sample.
Hi, Lori Jean. So, Nebel, that was a movie on Hallmark Channel last night here in America. It was a so-so film. And when we rate those films, we just rate them against each other because obviously something like Citizen Kane is going to be a 10. A Hallmark movie compared to Citizen Kane or any other well-loved film from American Film Institute, Hallmark would not even qualify, would not even hit the scale. So
Okay, Arnie, present my screen. I want to show a sample of. Is a little Lego character. This one actually has two faces. This one is a smile, and the back end,
a little frowny face.
a little bit of a frowny face. I keep it on the smile end, but when you tap on the hair, you snap on, it becomes Edna mode.
Can you hear me? Okay, so when you see people have perfectly coiffed hair, it looks plastic and looks like Lego. They just snapped it on their head.
Right. Yeah, just like.
I mean, there's no way that hair is natural. It looks Lego-y.
Just like that.
Yeah. Because it like curves, and I mean, he had perfect Lego hair. It was like he just snapped it on.
There are a few people around that have that type of hair. I see them all over.
It's kind of mine is like, get it off.
I tell you, even our tests can be funny.
I had a hair appointment scheduled for today, and my hairstylist texted me last night saying, "Hey, can we reschedule yours to such and such a date?" And I went, "Okay." And she had just gotten off a 20-hour plane flight.
Ooh.
I don't know where she went, but I'm gonna get the dirt on her trip in a couple of weeks when I have my haircut.
What was she flying from, like Australia or maybe the
No idea.
Seychelles or something?
No idea.
Oh, so you go to a Mrs. D'Onofrio? With your haircut?
Arnie, can you put that up again? Who is Mrs.
Can we watch way too much TV? And that's Big Bang Theory?
Mr. D'Onofrio cut Sheldon Cooper's hair on The Big Bang Theory.
You didn't know that? Come on, you've only watched Big Bang Theory 1,000 times.
I haven't binged on Big Bang Theory in quite a while.
Margie, no, we are not all brothers.
No, Arnie and Ben are identical twins.
Ben and I are brothers. We are twins, actually.
And Sherry is our sister.
Yeah.
We just found Doug in an alley somewhere and added him to the family.
Yeah, I'm kind of... I can't do... How does this work?
Try point there. You go. Point the other direction.
I'm that person. I can't do this. How the hell does this work? Okay, that no more that
Right. It's like
person.
this. You're here, Arnie's here.
Yes, and Doug is down here.
But now I'm pointing to the back screen door. Anyways, yeah, I'm the significant other.
Doug lives with Arnie. I live with Sherry.
Yeah.
So I was thinking.
If you
So I
want to
was
know more
thinking,
about our
do
private
you
life,
think
text
this
us.
had anything to do with the Chinese balloon last night?
Isn't that bizarre? This whole
Oh,
Chinese
Cynthia.
balloon thing is just so. How do they know it's from China? It's like this whole thing, but the 2020 decade has just been weird.
Candy
Weird
Mom
floating
15. Hello,
balloons,
Cynthia.
weird things. I mean, this is a decade of like Hollywood can't even make this crap up.
Exactly. Doug is like Tom Hagen on The Godfather. We just found him and brought him in.
Yep.
Yeah,
much.
I feel like sometimes I'm like table scraps.
Yeah. It's kind of like he's the cat that came up to the back door. We threw out some food and he never went away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to find the yay because
Oh, you don't need to pay. No, that's
oh
very
goodness.
when I see YNTHIA. I mean, you didn't need to. I mean, this is all going to be deleted. I mean, we just need to make sure this doesn't work because Arnie's not flickering.
Actually, there's a lot of good stuff on this one.
I may go ahead and save this.
People are watching this. You guys can see that. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm in my Snuggie though.
Dougie and his Snuggie.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to find the sound
these
effects
things
and
are
add
real
that
comfortable.
Yeah.
because
A
I need
blanket
to.
with sleeves.
Let's see.
No, this is not
Yeah,
made
you're
in China.
Mar, absolutely. Thank you to Cynthia for bringing up this because we need to have Arnie make sure the environment is just right for all of us when we do our show every Monday night.
Yeah.
And this is the new version of the software that we use. So we're tweaking it and making sure that it's running properly. We tried to go on last night for our our movie watch party on Hallmark, and we were finding all kinds of glitchy things that were going on, and we couldn't figure them out. And we wanted to do the show, but we weren't able to do the show the way we normally do because of all the glitches. So
what we did.
There you go.
And
So what we did is Arnie was working on my old Mac that is officially like 10 years old and saving money. We were waiting for Apple to release the new M2 Mac Mini. And so I went out and we bought two 27-inch monitors and the new M1 Pro Mac Mini. So Arnie now has a setup that is incredible.
Here, let me go ahead and show you. I'll turn the camera around so you can actually see what it looks like. There's one monitor. And here's the other monitor. There's where we see our comments.
And you've got monitor arms.
Pull out. Can you pull out just a skosh?
That's awesome.
And there's the Mac Mini. So that's his new setup, everybody. I've been saving, scraps and waiting for the M2 processor for the Mac Mini because the computer we've been using is so old.
Yeah.
So now we're just updating everything in that growing pain with Ecamm.
The computer we've been using for PTV Live on a regular basis was 10 years old.
And it was an iMac, an old school iMac.
That one right there.
So we finally been saving all our money, eating beans and rice. And I was waiting. That's the computer he was using. And it works. It still works. I'm not getting rid of it, but
is that the old version of
that's the old version of Ecamm Live. So if you look here, this is where the scenes are. This is everything that I play out. If I need to change anything, like if we go to cocktails or whatever, I just use this right here. And that particular menu drops down. And then there's the cocktail show bumper. And then that screen there. You probably can't see it. It's too small. Anyway.
No, it looks fine.
Okay,
I'm on a small screen and I can see that.
Okay, so what you see here is the menu of what we use for Ecamm Live. Sound levels are here, down here are sound effects. Let me see if I can even play. Let me pull this over this way.
It might
Okay,
be
so
saying
Mike
our
is saying
audio
that
is
the
even better.
audio is better with the new computer.
Yeah, the audio is
That's
definitely better. So
that's the
I have everything, and then but nothing's gonna play because the hard drive that I use an external hard drive to run the whole show, and that hard drive is actually plugged into the new computer. So there's nothing on this one. If I hit any of those buttons, nothing's gonna play because it can't find it.
okay. Because it always
And my
extracts the
glass
sound from
cabinet
where they
above its
live in a
shoulder has
folder.
all their Swarovski crystal in it.
And Mike says the audio sounds a lot better than it did before. That probably has double. One, it could be an upgrade to Ecamm Live as well as our new computer.
Now, the camera right now we're dealing with you, Arnie, which is still sharp, is plugged in the hub, right?
Yes, it is plugged into the hub. No flickering.
Nope.
Wonderful. We've got that
I
figured
think
out.
we did it, everybody. Yay,
Oh.
I'm
The camera.
tipsy.
It was the
I know
camera.
what I'm doing. I try.
Now I'm thinking I should have bought 2 cameras when we got you that one at Costco.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mike Wheeler says that we picked up Doug at the corner of Main Street in the junk shops.
Junk store is another one of Doug's Dougisms.
Oh,
Yep,
I
definitely.
do like my dusty tchotchkes.
Yep.
Oh, what is wrong with this thing?
Now, I'm thinking I'm getting hungry, and I was thinking, ooh, what would be really good is a nice toasty warm sandwich from the Earl of Sandwich.
Oh.
Doesn't that
Yeah.
sound good?
Yeah,
But you'd have to
doing
drive to
Max
San Jose
Headroom.
for that.
Yeah. I know, it's a little far.
Yeah, they just opened up the Earl and Disneyland and the Ole La Brea Bakery.
And the old La Brea
That's
Bakery.
gonna
Yeah,
be
La Brea Bakery had been there since day one when they opened the resort as the Disneyland Resort, and they christened downtown Disney.
Did it
and
ever
they're gonna
open?
level that building and put Portos there.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to do an upscaled building. That's not going to be the building Portos will be using. Portos has a much larger need than the building can.
Oh my
Margie,
gosh,
Margie, thank you.
thank you
And
so
the
much.
pearls, and the pearls.
Yeah, thank you so much, Margie. We really
Um,
appreciate that. Hi.
We are doing grilled I make melts almost every day. I would trade for Earl's. Yeah, we used to huff almost all the way to the Disneyland Hotel to get Earl's sandwich because, to be honest with you, we could eat an Earl's sandwich cheaper than the parks. So we always leave the park because, Disneyland and California Adventure's there. And when we were there for my birthday, we were on physically the Saturday was my birthday when we opened up when we reopened Disneyland. We were sitting in California Adventure, and we were sitting on the bench, and everything is mobile ordering. And I'm like, I don't know what I want. This is not there, and I didn't know what I wanted. And I said, you know what? I could totally be cool. So we just left and walked all the way down to the Earl sandwich and a cheap sandwich. So sometimes it's just easier for us to eat outside of the physical park.
Yeah, that was,
And
by the way, that was lunch for Doug's birthday.
Yeah. And then we met up with D&G and a bunch of the other crew and a cast member, 2 cast members, and we ended up going off part, and we ended up at Mod Pizza, just down Harbor. So,
It was
looking for
was it Mod or
great
was it
for me, it
Blaze?
wasn't.
It was Blaze Pizza, wasn't it?
I think it was
Oh,
Blaze
Blaze.
Pizza.
Yeah, it was Blaze. So, even though for your birthday you want to do something fancy, just me opening up Disneyland that's all I cared about. What we were going and eating. I mean, some people, I want a fancy meal.
My friend Alex is going to have his birthday in just a few days. His birthday's on Thursday. And we've been talking about what he would want for a dessert for his birthday. You know what he wants? He wants his dessert and his present to be the exact same thing. He wants a Little Mermaid cake.
A Little Mermaid cake.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go to the Cheesecake Factory and get a cheesecake.
I did too, but all he wants is a cake with the Little Mermaid on it.
So you just gonna go down to the Safeway and get us?
Go down. I'm gonna order one on the Safeway and pick it up.
He wants frozen Sara Lee cake, and
It's not frozen. No, it is from the Safeway bakery, and it'll probably be a white cake with like a fruit filling of some kind. I don't know if it'll be lemon or raspberry or strawberry, but he just wants a cake.
Mike Wheeler is right. We got the napkins at Earl's Sandwich, and Doug used those at Disneyland when we cried.
I was sobbing like a disgraced televangelist. I could not stop crying. The whole time we were opening the park up, the place was dead. There was nobody in the park. It was one of those things in history that I'll never forget. It was the best thing. I think it was just so bizarre. Everybody had to stay away from each other. There was nobody in the park, the lines, and
Okay,
the best.
Ben, Cynthia's saying we should have you make a cake.
I actually can make cakes. I have baking for me is much easier than cooking, and I think it's because there are precise directions that I have to follow. When it comes to cooking and throwing things together and all that, I do much better with baking than I do with cooking. Does that make sense?
Well, cooking requires things like knife skills and flavor profiles, things. You're not following a specific recipe per se. And you really have an idea of a recipe for baking. You know exactly how it's going to turn out. It's a scientific approach to it. But with cooking, it's all mouthfeel, shall we say.
Yeah. So, Mar, that Jim and Tammy Faye Baker, all they did, because they were disgraced televangelists, all they did was constantly cry and sob all the whole time. That's who I was mimicking.
Mike says cook the Megan way drives Doug nuts.
Yes, it does. It does drive him nuts.
She drives me absolutely crazy.
I mean, we were just talking about, we have a box of kosher salt. It's, a box like this. It sits in the pantry, and we put it in our little, I think it's called a sodium containment unit. I think that's what sits there. That's what Alton Brown calls it. So when we cook, we usually use like a pinch of salt. Megan will grab a whole handful and throw it in.
I like
Joseph. Her heart.
Joseph, I love that idea. At the end of a PTV cookbook, we need a section for Dougisms.
It was like we were having cereal this morning. You were eating breakfast, and I said something, and you're just kind of like, because I have little things for everything, and
it's true.
Where I work in my professional world, I kind of still talk like this, but I have to really watch it because I don't want people to be completely, I can't use too many big words because they'll be like.
It's funny because I was just talking to someone about cookbooks because Fox Hollow is dropping a video today about BLT pizza. They're doing a bacon, lettuce, tomato. So that's their video today. It's going to be dropping soon. I'm not sure the exact time. They don't schedule the time. But
she wears too much mascara, so when she does cry, it just drapes down. It's all part of the show. I mean, I'm so glad they're gone.
But anyway, about Fox Hollow is considering doing a cookbook. They've had a request, and I think their question, if you ever have a question for them, they want you to send them to them with the hashtag #AskFoxHollow. And in this case, I sent them a hashtag today, and I said, or a question today, and I asked them, what's the most exact way of measuring shortening, or at least how they prefer to measure shortening when they're
weigh it out.
Yeah, you can weigh it out, or you can also do water displacement. You can actually put it in a cup, but what's the best way to do it? So I asked them what they think is the best way.
Well, okay. There's only one way. There's only one answer, but that's just...
What do you do, Doug?
You weigh it. That's the
Okay.
most perfect way to bake. The
Okay.
absolutely only way to bake.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to make Christmas cards this year, and we will put Dougisms on the back.
And I also reference a lot of TV shows, so those get into isms. I kind of modify them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
but there's also leprosy cookies.
And you're still not
And-
over that, are you?
No, that one was brilliant.
Yeah.
That one makes me laugh.
Okay. And for those of you that didn't watch the Hallmark Channel watch party last night,
We are going to plan it.
this is a question from Paul. It's a reference to the show last night. When are the cheesecakes being sent out?
We'll plan something so either we can ship something if it's logistical and it's not going to cost a fortune.
Yeah,
But
the thing is,
We want to do a
Dry
Golden
ice?
Girls marathon where we could sit, talk, watch a couple of our favorite episodes of the Golden Girls, and eat cheesecake on the lanai.
and yeah, we do have the lanai, so we'll be able to do that.
Well, if we could stream it, and then B. Arthur one of us could be wearing flats like B. Arthur, and American those click clack shoes that Blanche always wears.
For half a cup, you would weigh out 4 ounces.
Yeah.
And for that question, Doug would ask me, what's that? What is the conversion? Because Doug is not the best with numbers. He always relies on me for percentages and things like that.
Yeah, my
I was
friend Sean
alone.
in Ohio will reach out to me and ask me for crunching numbers and all that, and he always calls me Siri.
I was alone, and I need to know a percent off on something. So people were around me, so I'm talking to my phone. Hey Siri, what is 35% off $26?
$26 times 1 minus 35% is $16.90.
Thank you. So that's how I figure it out. I don't know I don't know math.
What's up, Nathan?
I was patently incapable to learn that in school, but I can draw really well. I'm gonna go see if I can ship you out one of our pizzas. Oh,
Oh,
it'd be so
Paul.
cool if we could ship food that could work. I mean, I've always thought about it, but
Mar.
Mar, that's a response
it's
I
a
would give.
cup. I know that.
Yeah. See, Ben would say the same thing.
Yep. Yes, I would.
Okay. Well, I think that this has been
Love you all,
a
people.
test.
This is so insane.
Yeah.
I really should get up and pee. I've been sitting here for a couple of hours now.
I realize that that's not really a Dougism, but I just gave it that because it's funny.
Well, I usually say, I need to urinate, and then, and every time we make anything, I always tell Arnie, did you go pee and wash your hands? Because that started during the pandemic. Because I would have the food made, and I'd be sitting at the table waiting for him. And I would tell him dinner's ready, lunch is ready, our food is ready. He would stop what he was doing and go and then fart around in the bathroom, and then he would wash his hands and come out. The food's cold. And I'm like, what were you doing? Oh, I went to go pee and wash my hands. So 5 minutes before we eat, I always tell him, can you go pee and wash your hands? So I don't have to wait to eat my food. That all happened during the pandemic.
This whole thing about the Dougism thing, I honestly don't remember how I created that. The spinning action. I remember having to layer like 2 or 3 sounds on top of each other so that it rang that way.
He made me make that graphic of me. So I had to cut myself. He cut it. He cut me
I
out.
cut out Doug's head.
But I created the graphic, so I had to create that for myself. You know how embarrassing that is?
And by the way, I think I can find it quickly here. At least I think I can. Let me show you. I'm sorry?
Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle. Yeah, we're going to be going too because it's already like 11:30 here. It's like crazy.
What are you trying to bring up, Arnie?
Oh, let me just show you here the original picture.
Where were we? Where was I? Is that like Disneyland or something?
Oh, no. Hallmark.
Oh, the Hallmark store.
Yeah, that's the original picture. Here, let me...
Here.
That's the original picture of Doug's smile. That was our live show at Amy's Hallmark in beautiful downtown Pleasant Hill.
I can't believe that store's closed. I'm so pissed.
I'm sad. I'm sad
It's
about
so
that.
stupid.
Yeah.
And now we have to worry about saving more of our pennies. Now that we got the computer worried, we have to start saving our pennies because the 50th anniversary of Hallmark ornaments is coming out. So God knows.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, have mercy on me. In our pocketbook, I don't know how much we can handle.
But we have a Hallmark show coming up in April. We'll be doing, of course, the premiere of the Hallmark Dream Book, the Dream Book. It will be coming out in April, so we're excited about that. We'll already have that show ready to go. And we'll announce that, of course, and probably even make a commercial to let everyone know that that's coming. But in the meantime, everyone, we will see you tomorrow night at
9:30
at
Eastern.
9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific here on Pepper Tree Villa. And I can rerun the moment to Groovy again if you want. Otherwise, we can just say good night or goodbye. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you for
And
the
thank
super
you.
chats. It's very kind of you. This was not meant to be. We just needed to make sure nobody was echoing, flickering, and we could see our broadcast movie because
Yeah.
I'm seeing this.
Yeah,
So
but this
very nice.
this has been incredibly helpful. So thank you so much for helping us
Thank
with
you.
troubleshooting our computer
Yeah,
and
thank
the
you.
whole show. Thank you, everyone. We will talk with you tomorrow night, and we'll see you then. Good night, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you for super chats. Smooches.